everyone, I'm Siddharth and today we have with us the OnePlus Nord CE, the Samsung Galaxy M42 and the Mi 10i, and we are going to take a look at the performance, gaming and battery metrics of the phone to see which one out of them stands out. These three phones are priced in the same budget segment, which is why it makes it even more important to check out their performance. We will be taking them through our rigorous test process to see which one out of them is worth their salt. Not all phones are made the same, and even though all three of them are powered by the same Snapdragon 750G processor, they are very different from each other. Let's take a look at how different they are on paper. As you can see, these are the basic specs of all the three phones, and we have highlighted some key drawbacks for each. For instance, the Galaxy M42 has an HD Plus AMOLED display, which is a big no-no, especially when you see its asking price. The Nord CE and the Mi 10i both have a full HD Plus AMOLED display with high refresh rate support that comes in really handy in daily use and when gaming or watching a video on the phone. There are other differences as well, which we have highlighted here, like the speakers, battery size and more. Though these phones fall in the same price range, it can get very confusing to choose the one for you based on your use case. Even a difference of 1000 rupees in the price range can end up making or breaking the deal for you. So it is important to know the kind of performance you can expect from these phones before you make that life-changing decision. We ran several benchmark apps on these phones and some multiple times to ensure that the results we get are not one-off. We took the Nord CE, Galaxy M42 and the Mi 10i through some performance benchmarks, and let's take a look at those scores. The Nord CE led the scoreboard in AnTuTu test, closely followed by the Mi 10i. In Geekbench single core test, the Nord CE and the Mi 10i performed neck to neck, though in the multi-core test, the Mi 10i was able to score higher than the other two phones. The Mobile Expert app runs different workloads such as photo effects, creating collages, slideshows and more to mimic real-world tasks and determines the performance of a phone. The Nord CE was able to perform these tasks better than the other two phones. Similarly, the PC Mark app tests the performance and stability of the phone by running browsing, photo, video editing and writing workloads. The Nord CE once again managed to outperform the other two phones in performing these tasks, which just goes on to show that it is better optimized to handle heavy-duty tasks. For our final performance test, we wanted to check whether the CPU performance throttled under extreme workloads. The CPU throttling app tests the phone and tries to achieve 100% CPU utilization. If the phone has been optimized for sustained performance, it won't throttle the CPU performance under heavy workloads. We saw that the Samsung Galaxy M42 managed to outperform both the Nord CE and the Mi 10i, which means that the M42 has been optimized to perform intensive tasks such as gaming, video recording, and keeps it running smoothly over time. The Galaxy M42 also remained relatively cooler than the Nord CE, but the Mi 10i got pretty warm during this test. What's important to note here is that even though all three phones have the same processor, it doesn't necessarily mean they will offer the same performance. There are tons of system optimization in place to ensure sustained performance while keeping thermals in check. To compare the graphics performance, we ran the 3D Mark Wildlife and Geekbench tests, where the Galaxy M42 performed exceptionally well and raked in high scores. This means that Samsung has been able to optimize this phone in a much better way to handle gaming and thermals. It's just that the M42 is unable to leverage it due to the presence of an HD Plus display, which does not give you the best gaming experience like the Nord CE and the Mi 10i, both of which have a full HD Plus display and high refresh rate support. We played Call of Duty Mobile, Battlegrounds Mobile India and Asphalt 9 on all the three phones and measured the performance using Geekbench metrics. The Nord CE and the Galaxy M42 generally performed better than the Mi 10i as they had better frame rate stability, which means you will get more out of them when gaming for hours at a stretch. Having said that, the day-to-day performance of these phones remain good as they can run multiple apps with ease along with some graphic-intensive games. Coming to the battery performance, the Galaxy M42 lasted a whooping 18.35 hours in our video loop test where we played a movie on loop at full brightness using the VLC media player. The Nord CE lasted around 15 hours while the Mate 10i went on for 14 hours before giving up. The Galaxy M42 has the largest battery capacity among the Nord CE and the Mate 10i, but it only supports 15 watt fast charging, while the other two offer 30 watt and 33 watt fast charging respectively. Due to this, the Mate 10i is able to charge the phone at a faster rate than the Nord CE and the Galaxy M42. Based on the tests, we saw that the OnePlus Nord CE led the scoreboard in multiple tests such as Antutu, Mobile Expert, PC Mark and Geekbench. This means that the Nord CE is more adept in offering a balanced performance over time, but that's not all. The Galaxy M42 clearly performed better in graphic tests such as 3D Mark, GFX Bench and also stood out in throttling test. This tells us that the Galaxy M42 can manage thermals better and ensures sustained performance, but the overall experience remains shallow due to things such as the low resolution display. When it comes to basic real-world tasks such as browsing on Chrome, multitasking between apps, editing photos and videos, there is very little difference in performance between the three phones. It's not until that you run heavy workloads or graphic-intensive games that you will notice a drastic change in overall performance, which is what separates the three phones. Now let's answer the 30,000 rupee question for you. If you're looking to buy a phone under rupees 30,000 and are someone who watches lots of videos on the phone, listens to music very often and keeps a tab on their social media accounts regularly, then you can go either with the Nord CE or the Galaxy M42 as they offer a better display and decent performance. However, the HD Plus display on the M42 might put off a lot of buyers. If you're looking for a phone primarily for gaming, then the Nord CE should be your pick as it offers a better display with a high refresh rate and runs titles such as Battlegrounds Mobile India and Call of Duty Mobile without breaking a sweat. While frame rate stability is an issue with the Mate 10i, it performs equally good as the Nord CE and is good enough for casual gamers with a decent display that supports a 120Hz refresh rate. The low resolution display on the M42 does not make it an exciting option for those looking to play games, which is a bummer because it is very capable of giving other phones a run for their money, but it does not live up to its potential. We would have loved to see a full HD display on the M42 and then it would have been a phone that's hard to resist. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions about either of the three phones, and be sure to hit that subscribe button to get notified whenever we put out a new video. Also visit us at digit.in to read more about such cool products. Thanks for watching.